Before I get started with this story, let me give a shout out to an individual whose initials are AH. I'm not going to put their full name on there because they may not want their full name on there. So if you are AH, this is exactly who I'm talking to. And this story right here is coming out of North Carolina, where you have this woman by the name of Ming Q Dualeska, who ran a quote unquote massage spa, who was arrested on prostitution charges. So we back at this yet again. We have another Asian-owned parlor that is really a cover-up for something else. And this was posted on August 25th, 2021. The owner of Healthy Feet, a massage spa in Sanford, has been arrested after a months-long investigation. Minkyu Dualeska, age 45, was charged with one misdemeanor count each of aiding and abetting prostitution, soliciting prostitution, and practicing massage therapy without a license. She was also charged with the felony count of promoting prostitution by providing an establishment. Healthy Feet, located at 340 Wilson Road, is marketed online as a relaxing massage service. Oh, it's a relaxer, all right. According to their website, the spa offers various kinds of Asian massages, reflexology, hot stone therapy, and much more. Aleska was arrested after the Sanford Police Department received tips and complaints that the business was involved with prostitution. The North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation executed a search warrant of the spa, and the owner was taken into custody. You know, it's so interesting that you had people who came up with all these weird propaganda towards black people attacking Asian people and still do. And you have this happening right underneath their noses. And the thing is, it's not even that far underneath their noses to the point where they can't see it. They know exactly what's going on, but you know, they want to talk about it. In all honesty, I truly believe whatever practices that they're doing in their own nation, in their own country, all they do is they come over here and they do the same exact thing. It's just that over here, it's easier for them to hide it. And I think they know if they do it over there, they'll have more severe consequences. And see, because they have that AAPI law on the books that's giving them more protection, which, by the way, I have not really heard them really screaming about that in the last couple of months. It's almost as if that law or that bill doesn't even exist. Like it just faded into obscurity. But they get so much cover over here that they'll let this stuff tends to slide. Because now it's going to be another stereotype that's thrown upon the Asian community that anytime there's some kind of a parlor, massage parlor, and someone who's Asian owns it, people are going to automatically assume that it's one of those happy ending places. I can't tell you how many stories like this I've done just this year alone. Of course, the biggest one was back in March, where you had that crazy PC man went and shot up 3 of them. And it got exposed that they were basically prostitution rings and human trafficking devices. Have some of the women locked up in closets, and when it's their turn, they pull one out and put another one in and pull another one out and put one in, and like a rotate, like a revolving door. But they have all this mouth, like your Ying Ma's and your Yami Parks, to talk about black people, yet they have their own doing crap like this to their own. Because that's the thing. This is considered Asian on Asian crime because they're not siphoning in and out white women. They're not siphoning in and out black women. They're not siphoning in and out Hispanic women or Native women or any other group of women. They're siphoning in and out their own women. And these are women who literally are owning women. This woman is basically a fucking madam. Because all the women that they send off to the John are Asian. What really goes on in them back rooms? What really goes on after hours? And they said this woman didn't even have a massage license. So she already understood the assignment and was executing it until she got caught and busted. They said they've been investigating for a month, which means they probably sent in some male, most likely white, in there undercover to do the investigation because they knew who their main customer base tends to be, which is older white men. And maybe a sprinkle of Hispanic men. Rarely will you ever see or hear of a black man telling his story about going to a place like this, unless it's television, such as that episode of Fresh Prince and that movie Rush Hour 2. But I just think it's very interesting that they can say all they want to say about us, but they have this stuff going on in their backyard. I'm like, don't throw stones in a glass house. All will be revealed. That's why this story right here doesn't surprise me, but it just frustrates me because everybody has something to say or prepared to dogpile on us as if we are the big bad boogeyman, yet they have a boogeyman or a boogie woman amongst them that is doing stuff like this. I'm guessing human trafficking and sex trafficking and prostitution just runs rampant in their community. I mean, because every time a story like this comes up, I already know that it's going to be about this. Whenever I see the words agent, massage parlor, spa, all in one title, or somewhere sprinkled in, I already know what I'm about to read. It's just a different parlor at a different location by a different perpetrator, but the story remains the same. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments.